Oh, make sure the volume. Okay, everybody. The channel's name is Nicholas Hamblin. He's a fellow targeted individual. The title does not tell no tales. He's being illegally evicted from his residence for from his legal address for this YouTube content during a national emergency. I guess that's pretty much it. This was literally today, so it's May 18th, 2020, that they did this. That's the YouTube content is not his content on this, on that is not give them legal reason to, literally evict him. That doesn't give them legal reason to do that. So let's go ahead and watch this video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Other fellow TIs may be aware of this, but please share this so let people know, because Nicholas is one of the fellow guys out there who are also spreading awareness of this corruption that's going on. Please definitely share this as best you can. I'm gonna play the video for you now.
It may seem to you or to another person. Because I don't do that to other people. Like I said 2 years ago, I will not be put on a pedestal. It hurts when you're pushed off of it. Never put you on a pedestal. Well, your disdain for my opinions and thoughts is really frustrating.
Because they come fast and furious 24/7.
That's who I am, and you know it. That's why you love me. My intensity, my passion.
Sometimes it's too much fire that I get burned.
Hey, we all do. That's life.
It's not life, especially with something that connotes that something that everything's out of our control.
And you've not burned me?
I'm sure I have.
Uh-huh. So, pot, kettles, black, that kind of thing. So don't go there.
The thing is that you're the one who perpetuates these conversations, not I.
Because it's important to me that we're simpatico.
It's not important to me. A lot of these things are not important.
So who else am I going to talk to?
I don't know. Talk to me about other things.
So now my subject and content is being censored.
Yes.
I have no one else to talk to. I'm here in the apartment with nowhere to go. I have no one to talk to, no one to call but you.
I'm not responsible for that.
No, you're not, but I don't think it's helpful to my psychological state when I'm being censored and not allowed to talk about certain subjects that might be important to me, or maybe I need clarification on, so that I report to you what I find so that we can have a discussion instead of,
There are some
you're crazy, get out,
There are some
or else.
There are some discussions I need not, or I do not care to have.
Yeah, I know sometimes you're tired and don't have any mental process on your plate, but that still doesn't need for me to end up feeling shamed and terrified.
I'm telling you, that's not Spanish. I know what I saw. It was the one word.
I can appreciate that you don't have a lot of interest, and it's not that you don't care, you just have zero interest in many of the things that I research, study, and do find interesting. Well, that's fine, and that's normal. There's things that I really just don't care for either. But I respect the people around me enough and their value in my life around me to not shame them for having those opinions.
I share my opinions with you all.
That's you. That's your choice. And I don't shame you. I don't try to drag you out for more. I let you experience what you do. I ask you to only treat me the same.
You're the one who starts all of these conversations.
Because you've done it to me, and I want to bring it to a point and nip the rose in the bud, so to speak, so that we can continue to have a simpatico, honest relationship.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, is this where you change the subject and make it how I'm so evil? Yeah, I bet you it is. I've asked you to treat me with some dignity when you disagree with my subjects. And yet, here we go.
I've agreed only to. No, I haven't. I've kept my mouth shut for the most time, mainly out of self-preservation. Have I been ignoring you? Yes. The thing is, this is not a new conversation by any stretch. Every time that we come to loggerheads, it's right around this.
You make it loggerheads. I'm asking
By
you
my
for.
silence.
No, I am isolated. I have nobody to talk to, and you continue to shame me. In fact, you are going down that path right now by trying to make things in ways of things that probably don't exist. And that is absolutely inappropriate. But do continue.
When I first met you, I wanted you to be a boyfriend or a lover.
I told you from day one that would never happen.
I changed my expectation or my viewpoint because I saw value in knowing you. However,
But now that supply has somehow withered and you don't like me.
no, it's awfully a grand gesture, which is not true. About 2 years ago, I sent you an email. We had had an argument, you left somewhere. And then I knew you would check back in. As I told you in the email, the same thing holds true.
I left because your ultimatum stood. That I would either have to put up with what you were doing to me or leave. And so I chose leave.
I'm doing nothing to you.
Yes, you are forcing things on top of me, and now I'm trying. So far, I know what you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is wrong.
I cannot live with
No, you're throwing me out. That's all I need.
you. This is what I'm telling you.
No, you're going to throw me out in the middle of a plague, and I don't have an option because I'm not going to have this fight with you because I've been through it before, and I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing.
You do not know what I'm doing.
Okay, what are you doing? You might want to tell me.
Which I told you in 2018, 2 years ago. I will not live with fear. I will not live with every moment where humanity is viewed with suspicion or suspect by.
That's your characterization, and that is a straw man fallacy and abuse.
If I were to look at the YouTube account, how many videos of fear and hate would I see?
Yeah, that's a narcissistic judgment.
I think it's an accurate judgment.
It's a judgment, period. What are you doing judging me? Why are you comparing me? Why are you doing that?
This is what I also told you.
You think you're better than me, so you think you can judge me.
You think you're better than me?
No, not at all. But I have a right to my opinion, to post it without reprisal, and what you're doing is reprisal.
You do not mean, or do you have a right to keep bludgeoning me with
I'm not bludgeoning you. I bring up a simple thing that I find interesting, and then you go off on me, like what you're doing right now. It is inappropriate, it is damaging, and you know it. And yet you persist in doing it.
I cannot abide by endless negativity.
No, what you're doing is you're causing fear in me, trying to pretend. I come at you with love and with what I have, and you come at me with mistrust, dishonesty, and deceit, as if I'm lying to you, as if I have no right to my opinion.
Not in
You
this
have a
house.
right to say that's nice. You don't have a right to tell me fuck right now, because I will not tolerate this kind of straw man narcissistic abuse. It's absolutely... I can't take it. You know I have CPTSD. You know that I've had to deal with this type of stuff before. If it wasn't okay for them to do it, do you think for a second I'm going to think it's okay for you to do it? You don't have a right to judge my YouTube channel. You don't have a right to judge me. You have a right to express concern, but you don't have a right to disagree with everything I say just to disagree. And you don't. You simply don't have a right to provoke a disabled person who has had to endure this type of abuse that you are going through right now. I've been this before, Steve.
So have I.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What you're talking about is when I can no longer handle what's happening and I just leave. Because what you're doing is abusive. To mock me for my YouTube account. Yes. You are. You're telling me that it's inappropriate and that I'm a fear-mongerer.
You are.
And you have no idea what I'm even talking about. You have no idea what's going on. The fact that you have scopolamine and a CIA t-shirt in your drawer. Yeah, no. What's going down in everything right now is people that are involved with CIA and gay fascism destroying people. Tell me about your interaction with, what's his name, as I was moving in. What did he tell you? Throw up. Provoke somebody along the lines that they are provocable because of disability.
I'm not seeking that out because you're
No, you know what you're doing.
No, I don't.
You can't gaslight me.
I'm not gaslighting you. I'm telling you that I cannot have negativity here in the house.
I have no negativity. You are continuing to accuse me of negativity. And you have no right to judge me based on my YouTube account and all this other stuff.
I'm not judging you on your YouTube account.
No.
I'm judging you on the videos you watch.
Yeah, that's my right.
It is your right.
You don't have a right to judge me and assault me and abuse me based on that.
I do have a right to disagree with you.
You have a right to disagree with me, but you don't have a right to push me over the edge to the point where I'm terrified for my life and safety to have to leave as fast as I possibly can. Every idea, every thought I bring to you, you tell me that's not real, that's fake. It's 100% of the time That is a psyop. That is not love. That is not friendship.
Okay, then let's stop this. What do you want now? What do you want to do?
For you to stop incriminating yourself and harassing me. Unwanted attention is harassment. At this point, your opinions are assaultive, and I don't want any part of it.
Okay, to what degree? Do you still want me to store stuff here for you?
Throw it all away.
Come on, I'm not gonna throw shit away.
Because if I can't have my opinion without detrimental disagreement of everything, it's not that you have an opinion, it's that you disagree with it summarily.
Because that's all I hear.
No, it doesn't matter if I say it's a nice day.
Okay.
If I say, wow, I dealt with one asshole today, and you're like, stop being so negative. No, that's one person, that's not everybody. You continue to try to straw man and couch and misrepresent what I say when I try to circle back around to it, which tells me you don't listen to a damn word I say and just go with what you're going to go anyway. And if that's where you're going to go anyway with it, I don't need that negativity in my life. And furthermore, I don't need to be painted as I'm the bad guy to try to enforce the most rudimentary of boundaries in a situation where I am entrapped and have nowhere else to go.
That's not my fault.
To force somebody's hand is not okay. To realize that you've injured somebody psychologically by pushing this fucked up narrative of lies and discredit and defamation. It's to where they can't even think straight.
I'm not thinking it. I talk very little about you to my friends.
No, you're just, no, what you're doing is you're shaming me for what I find important and interesting. You have no right to do that. And continually over months, I've overlooked it, but at this point, it's absolutely unacceptable, and I would rather.
I'd like my key back, please.
I will return it when I collect my stuff.
Okay. Let me know if you want me to share with someplace.
But kicking me out like this is unacceptable and not okay. Time to go flying.
Okay. Well, okay, good. It's still recording. That's just a prime example as to what's going on. For the record, I don't know what's going on in a personal situation. I don't judge either way. I'm not calling nobody anything on this subject. The only thing I'm seeing here is that there's a TI who is being pushed who's being both harassed, with both psyop tactics, with a whole bunch of other things, and is being pushed in the form of homelessness. That's all I'm seeing. I don't care what it is, what it is you got going on. I don't care what the color of your skin is. All of us are TIs out there. In a way, a lot of us can understand like a lot of the stuff that's going on because we've been through it. We've experienced it. It's not easy, you know. And the worst case scenario is when you're actually living with a person who just so happens to be turning into a perp or is a perp. That's the worst case scenario you could have to deal with, you know. I'm actually, as you all know, I've already been stated that I'm working on the processes of gathering up equipment, going off grid, and building my own damn place to live. Finding ways, as I'm doing that, I'm finding ways to just literally F up their technology before the time comes for me to do that. And so far, just did a test earlier as reference towards the last video that I showed you. I used that little trick to I went outside, and it was really messing with their technology to where like they could like somewhat get through with the the subliminal messaging a little bit, but not a lot. You gotta understand, like of course they're gonna try to fuck with certain parts of my limbs as I'm trying to walk with this tech, but it has to send a signal to the brain in order for it to control the joints. If I'm killing off the nanotech in my, that they have on the brain, right? If I'm killing that off, it can't send a signal to those limbs. That's why I use the bone conduction headphones for that. You're sure I could have used regular headphones, but bone conduction, with the way bone conduction is made, since it does the volume based by the bone, with the skull being there, that's what makes it a whole lot better. Because those sound waves are all generating through the skull, underneath the skin, to where these parasites are laying dormant at, and are active at. That's pretty much what helps out with that. As far as going out, so far I still need to do some more research before I actually go out and do that, though. That's the other thing, Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Remember, this YouTube channel that you're seeing there is Nicholas Hamblin. Please subscribe and keep tabs on that, and please share this video. That not the one I'm posting here. Just go to his channel and just share that video. Is what I'm stating. I'm just doing my part in just spreading out awareness here. Stay safe, stay strong, everybody.